Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the page. Back in the shop working on the 96. So I've been working on airbags on the first video. And you can see I got the whole system on. I made these travel stops here so I can set the car down and set it at ride height without the airbags on it. So when I get the system back on, I can adjust that so I can ride it all the way down without the front end sitting on the front tire. It better cruise it as low as I can get it. So I'm waiting on some parts for the airbags. I got my new controller here. So I got some. I'm gonna change the bumpers. I'm gonna take the original bumpers off and put some of these smooth bumpers on it. Don't have the molding on them. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on next. Try to get these on. I really don't need the air ride system complete before I get the car painted. So I'm gonna start concentrating on is working on what got to be done before I get the car painted. And if the paint man not ready for it yet, then I'll go back and work on some of the other stuff. But appreciate y'all liking and watching the video. Just stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I gotta do is take the tail lights out and the tag. Take these two bolts out, these two nuts off right here for the tail light.
I want to see.
Take that one out, the tail light ought to come out.
I want. I want to hold it. It's y'all. Get. Yeah, both of them get the wick.
Alright guys, so got the tail lights and the tag off. Now I have to move the carpet and take these two nuts off both sides from the inside the trunk. Then gotta get under the car, and there's two more at the bottom. Take the nuts off the bottom. Now I gotta take these two out on both sides. Alright guys, so now I got the back bump off. Now I need to drill this rivet out here so I can get this metal support piece out. They got these two bolts in it. And now they're in a new bumper. So that's what I'll be doing next. Alright guys, so I had to take the bumper on and off a couple times. Wall out the hose, this bracket here so I can get it fit. Don't have it fitting all the way perfect, but it's close enough for now. So what I'm gonna do next is put the tail lights in it. Make sure I got all this lined up. Got to slide this under here. Get ready to drill my holes here. I do have a buckle here. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get that out. And then got one on the bottom kind of buckled out. So I gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do about that. Alright guys, so now I got tail lights in. They fit fine on them. Now what I'm gonna do is close the trunk and get these lined up with the trunk. Try to get under the bottom and drill these holes from the bottom. I got the back bump on. these clamps holding overnight. See if I can get that bottom to roll over. Got this wood. Trying to hold it down. If that don't work, I'm gonna put some heat on it. That's pretty much it. I think it's ready for the paint, man. Do the final fit up. Alright guys, so it's the next day. So last night I had these clamps on here. Try to help get that lip up a little bit. So I'm gonna take them off and see if it helped in it. Yeah, it did help a little bit. Probably gonna have to put some heat on it. Heat it up. Clamp it again. Let it down, see how that's looking. Other than forming this bumper a little bit better. Those two spots, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty much got it on. So next I'm gonna be moving to the front bumper. Crease there looking a whole lot better. Still got a little bit in it. It's a lot better than it was. I think I put a little heat on it with a heat gun. We should be good. So I think I'm gonna let the back sit and put the front, start working on the front. Cause I may have to heat it up some too, so I'll just do all that at the same time. So got the back bumper on. Wasn't too hard. Get the car a little different look. For those that know the 96, that know the Impalas, they'll know it got the smooth bumpers versus these. Not much difference, but a little small things set the car apart from the others. All right, so now I'm gonna work on the front bumper. So now I gotta remove these screws here out the trim. Take these bolts out right here. There's probably some up in here I have to get to. Take these out. Come on this side, do the same thing. And take a couple of screws out on the bottom. It should come off. I got everything disconnected on the bottom side. I got the screws out this trim. I went ahead and took these pieces off right here. Gotta get these screws out. I took them off because you gotta get to these nuts right here to get them off. Disconnected all of these. So everything on the bottom side is done. Get the car down and get to the holders up top and the bumper ought to come off. So it should be ready to come off now. I got these four out. Alright guys, so I got the old bumper off. Had to take these out so I can mount them in the new bumper. That's what I'm doing now. Alright guys, so I got the front and the back bumper on. Got all that done. Got the trim back on. I think I'm gonna leave the headlights out of it. The back bumper on.